Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry's Sisters review. This is a review. I don't want to call it a review, just having a conversation. TV Line released an article, and under each character, they gave something that they called a little scoop, like a little scoop on each character. And I'm just gonna talk about what they talked about, break it down a little bit, and I'm gonna just see what y'all think about it. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you choose to. If not, just sit back, relax, and we're going to get right into this thing. Now, the first character is Andy. And under Andy's photo with Gary sitting there looking like, a black garden. Whatever you... God, he irks me. Anyway, so Andy's little scoop is Andy continues to be the voice of reason when it comes to her girlfriends, but not necessarily when it comes to Gary. And so when I read that, I literally laughed out loud. And I'm like, I just want to know who they paid to write this, because if this isn't a bias statement, I don't know what is. Andy has never been the voice of reason. And I mean, never has she been the voice of reason. Now, has Andy had moments when I have agreed with her advice? Absolutely. But those were very few, far and in between. However, to label her the voice of reason is an insult to my intelligence. And then the last part of the statement reads, but not necessarily when it comes to Gary. This is why I never have high hopes or high expectations for Sisters, because I legit expect the same old, same old. Now I'm going to go back for a little minute, because in season 5, episode 1, Andy tells Gary that it's over between them.
This is the end. We're over.
I really thought Andy was going to have some sense in season 5, but nope. Andy is the type of character that will have you proud of her for 2.5 minutes, and then she'll do something to piss you off the next time you see her on screen. Because later that night, after she said all of this, after all the tears, after all the "it's over, Gary, you know it, I know it," she was riding Gary on her couch. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So that's why I'm like, the voice of reason, my good sis, no ma'am, she's never been that. It says Danny begins to spiral a little and seeks to drown her sorrows in alcohol over a bad decision, as well as facing the fact that she really may have lost Preston for good. Now, I'm going to tell y'all where I stand when it comes to this whole Danny and Preston storyline. I don't care what Tyler writes to redeem them. There is no redemption story for Preston and Danny as a couple. And that's just my personal opinion. Danny has stated several times that she doesn't want to be with Preston. She doesn't want to be committed, monogamous, or tied down, which, in all honesty, that's her right. So now I'm supposed to believe that because she somehow sees Mindy face to face, she's concerned about the possibility of losing Preston for good. Get the hell out of here. That, like, for me, that doesn't even make a bit of sense, because Danny, to me, has shown no genuine interest in building anything with Preston. Now, also, Danny has made many bad decisions, and those decisions has nothing to do with Preston. Until Danny truly decides to deal with her internal issues, she's going to continue to make the same bad decisions over and over. Now, interestingly, I received many messages about Danny being able to live her life as she sees fit. She's grown. She can have sex with who she want to have sex with, and she can do whatever she wants. Now, in actuality, I am not disagreeing with that. However, Danny's behavior has become extremely concerning. And if her friends are not able to check her on that, then maybe she should keep her own opinions about their affairs to herself. Because I feel like if I see my friend, yeah, my friend is grown, yeah, my friend can do what she want to do, but if my friend is making decisions that can harm her, and that can put her in positions to be assaulted, physically assaulted, sexually assaulted, I believe as a friend, I should have some type of unction to want to try not to save her, but to at least warn, at least show genuine concern. And if I can't do that, then maybe I need to question the validity of my friendship. Next up on the list is Karen. And her thing reads, Karen unfortunately can't seem to catch a break. As she attempts to de-stress her life for the safety of the baby she's carrying, stress continues to rise in every part of her life, especially when tragedy strikes her place of business. Now, people, and it's amazing I still receive this stuff. For the umpteenth time, Karen is not going to have a baby bump because season 6 picks up exactly where season 5 left off. Also, placing distance between her and Aaron just might be a necessary part of Karen's journey, because as her little scoop says, as she tries to distress her life, she experiences stress, and stress rises in every part of her life, which means professionally, personally, all that other good stuff. I said, my God. Like Tyler just, I just don't know. I honestly would not be mad if Karen took a break from Aaron. Not gonna lie. I mean, every time they have this, I don't want to say on again, off again, because they never really been on. But it's like every time they, I guess get close to make a decision to be somewhat together, something always happens. So I'm like, maybe she needs to step back. Maybe she needs to just focus on herself. And in all actuality, I wonder what that actually would look like for her. What does Karen being by herself, not lonely or not, I don't want to say, maybe alone, but not lonely. What would that journey look like for her? And because it's Tyler Perry, I don't believe that he would have any of these women be on the show without some type of male presence, relationship-wise, sexual, happening like that. But I would like to see what their journey would look like for her. Next up on the list is Sabrina. It says Sabrina and Maurice are both happy to be released from jail, but the robbery case is still very much alive, and they must figure a way out of it. Calvin, however, continues to show up for Sabrina and support her as he always has, but it isn't enough to remove him from the friend zone. Damn it, when I tell y'all I'm so sick of these two people right here. I'm so sick of them. Oh, God. At this point, why the hell is Calvin even around? They make absolutely no sense relationship-wise, just as with Preston and Danny. I haven't liked Calvin for a long time, and I personally believe that he should permanently be in the friend zone. I like Novi. I love Novi. I like Anthony as actors, as entertainers. But as Sabrina and Calvin, I just don't see the chemistry. They might as well be cousins, because I don't see the romantic chemistry between them. And also, one of the things that really deterred me from Calvin is that he's very hypocritical. Now, Calvin can go out there and have sex with anybody he wants to at any given time. Then he could pop up at Sabrina's house unannounced and then catches an attitude if another man happened to be present. And I'm like, my dude, didn't you just slide up out another woman? And that is something that he's consistently done things like that. He'll have his wild little night with somebody or be laid up in somebody's bed and then pop up at Sabrina's house and expects her to be alone, expects her to welcome him with open arms. And I don't like their dynamic. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that Sabrina has been innocent in this, Sabrina Calvin dynamic, because she hasn't. At this point, I don't know what Sabrina offers that Calvin is attracted to, and I don't know what Calvin offers that Sabrina is attracted to. They don't make sense to me. They just don't make sense to me. She's not comfortable with who he is, and at the times that I believe she tricked herself to be somewhat comfortable, something always comes up to make her doubt him or question him. And why would you want to be with somebody like that? Keep him in the friend zone and move on with your life, sis. Like, because at this point, who cares? Who cares? Who is anybody listening? Do you like Calvin and Sabrina together? That is really, I'm so serious. I haven't met any, I don't think, and maybe I have and I just don't remember, but anybody that's really rooting for Calvin and Sabrina. And I did touch on Fatima, but I'm going to go ahead and read it again. It says, Fatima confronts Zach regarding his reaction to the news about Karen, and Zach reassures Fatima that she's the only one that he wants. And like I said, I have touched on this before when I did this, the season 6 trailer breakdown or what have you, or teaser. And, you know, at this point, I'm still distraught about what's going on. Let me not say that because that's a lie. Which distraught is not the correct word. I'm still trying to understand why the hell Fatima's even with Zach. And all the stuff that's been going on in Zatima. That's a whole nother conversation. But I don't understand the validity or the importance of their relationship anymore. Like, Tyler has completely destroyed this too. I've never been a fan of their relationship, but I'm like, oh my God, Tyler, you have beat this thing, like you have beat this horse dead, and you are still hitting it over. For this to even be a concern for Fatima at this moment. And there have been several times when I know I have communication or I'll engage with somebody, and I get a lot of people who, when I say rock hard for Fatima, and that's good, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I always say there is an insecurity there with Fatima when it comes to Karen. She said it. It's always been there. And I'm going to show some clips to prove my point. It's always been there. And I think that this fire situation with Karen is going to show a concerned Zach, a worried Zach. And it may, trigger something within Fatima.
Ever since you told me about you and Karen, I just get mad. It's like a trigger for me. I'm not over that shit.
That she's not ready to deal with. And I will say, I think a lot of things that exist within Fatima's relationship with Zach, it really has nothing to do with Zach. It's all residue from previous relationships or situations that I believe Fatima has not dealt with effectively. And because she hasn't, it bleeds over into her relationship with Zach. Now, again, like I said, I don't even know why she with dude. But if you gonna stay with dude, you at least need to deal with your issues, because everything is not Zach's fault. Oh God, everything ain't his fault. A lot of it is, but everything ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping a buck. But we gonna see what happened, child, when this show comes back. What is it? May 31st, I think it comes back. Yeah, I think it's May 31st. We gonna see what it be about. And then to answer everyone's question too, and I have gotten a lot of these questions about season 6, and I will say this. I did say I'm going into it with a fresh perspective, you know what I'm saying? Which I will. And I go into every season with a fresh perspective. However, I think we have all gotten accustomed to how Tyler Perry works, regardless of the new characters that he's bringing in, regardless of these new storylines that are popping up. He has a specific formula that he sticks to when it comes to these characters. We really don't get an opportunity to experience growth from them. We really don't get an opportunity to experience, like, for them to truly have self-reflection and create better opportunities for themselves and really deal with themselves in truth and honesty and realness and transparency. So I'm not expecting this huge shift to happen in season 6. Like, I think that's not even putting realistic expectations on Tyler Perry. I'm not going to do that to him, and I'm damn sure not going to do it to myself. So I think what people can expect, when it comes to the new episodes that come out, is same old. And I think for me, one of the things that I do enjoy about Sisters is I just the show has gotten really almost unbearable in a sense. However, it does hit on real topics. And I've just found a way to make them humorous, to make it entertaining. and hopefully, people can enjoy it. And that's how I'm able to enjoy the show. And that's how I'm able to continue to do the reviews, because when you look at what we are given Wednesday after Wednesday, season 5 was just, for me, the worst season. So the expectation is season 6 has to be better than season 5. Because if season 6 is worse than season 5, oh, God help us all. But I think it's going to be better, but we shall see. I want to thank everybody who sent me a message, everyone who put it in the comments. I thank you for your prayers, your well wishes, your nice words. I appreciate that. With having a death in the family, and the funeral was yesterday, and I'm feeling better than what I thought I would, even physically wise. I'm feeling a lot better. So I just want to thank you guys, for all your prayers, your words of encouragement. I truly and sincerely appreciated it. So until next time, y'all know how it is. I will holler at y'all later, and y'all be safe out there.